test. Mic check. Can you guys hear me? All right. Yeah, I think you can. The levels on my mic are good at this point. Here we go. There we go. No clipping. All right, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Flight Sim. Today we are going to be hopping back onto the cockpit of an A-18 Hornet, and we are going to be picking up where we left off on the Oil in the Water campaign. So just to get you caught up on the missions, because I know that I switch back and forth between a Hornet and a Warthog, and there are two different concurrent campaigns that I'm playing. Oil in the Water is like a campaign that basically places the United States in a potential conflict with Iran. Right? Sounds good, said Brian Hendricks. Thank you for confirming, my guy. Appreciate that. So if you remember, one of the first incidents in this campaign was when Iran supposedly fired like a silkworm missile at civilian ships. So it struck two civilian ships, and the United States came to assist those ships along with civilian search and rescue teams. And one of our destroyers have been struck by a torpedo as well. So the USS Bainbridge, which, if you remember, was the same or one of the ships that responded to the Captain Phillips incident, the Maersk Alabama, if I remember correctly. And then what happened after that is that we performed a series of missions to do a limited retaliatory strike on Iran. Basically, we destroyed or we did a surface combat air patrol, destroying a couple of surface vessels that were laying mines in the area. We also destroyed their their anti-ship batteries, the silkworm batteries, on two of their main islands, and thereby restoring civilian ship traffic in the region. So in this particular mission, we are going to be doing what you call a seed flight, a suppression of enemy air defenses flight. And it will be followed by a D.Flight, which is a destruction of enemy air defenses flight. And what's going to happen is that, the geopolitical background is that Congress has approved like a full-on strike on Iraq, and we are going to be the tip of the spear. We're going to be preparing, the groundwork to make sure that more sorties can be performed in the region. So let me walk you through that. So it's going to be a busy mission because there are 4 total flights taking off from the George Washington at this point. What we're going to be doing, or what we need to do, is suppress this Hawk battery over here in Qasem Island. So we are now going to be entering the ADIZ, or the Air Defense Identification Zone of Iran, and we are going to strike these targets right here. We are just going to be limited to destroying command and control facilities, but particularly the radars. And let me just show you what that looks like. So the Hawk radar is something that we'll need to destroy, and we are also going to need to destroy this command post right here, and whatever other targets that we can identify. So after we destroy those command and control facilities in Qasem Island, Uzi 2, which is the same the same flight squadron as us, will go in and destroy what's left of the launchers in the area, thereby opening up this region for further sorties into the Iranian mainland. Couple of hazards here. We are going to be flying close to a major airbase, which is Bandar Abbas, and we are expected to confront a couple of combat air patrols in the area, or interceptors in the area. Well, Iran is fielding F-14s and F-5 or F-4s, I don't know. They definitely are not technologically superior than us, but at the same time, they're still going to be lethal, because specifically we're going to have our hands tied, defending against surface-to-air missile threats here. On this mission, I will be refreshing myself with the use of AGM-88 HARMs, or high-speed anti-radiation missiles, which you can see on my pylons right here. These are specifically made to hunt down surface-to-air missile threats. So I'm gonna be using target of opportunity mode, which is something that I haven't done in a while. So let's go ahead and do that. Anyway, that's a brief background of our mission. Smoke in the water, since Rain Sambilay. Brian Hendricks confirms that we are good. All right, guys. Mark Turbelas, like the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you coming. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to replay this simulation because I talked too much and you missed all the action and the flight deck. Fly again. All right. There is going to be a queue on the flight deck because it's going to be a huge operation, and you can see it when I look out the window right here. There's a couple of Hornets on the ready area of the deck, so we're going to be setting up our aircraft before we take off. I'm going to fly, and let's get started. Battery power on. Close our cockpit. While I am doing that, I'm also turning on my APU. we go. Isolate all that noise outside. Turn on our radar, operational there. INS should be on IFA. And we're going to wait for the APU to go green here while I turn on my onboard oxygen. And time now. Alright, we have the APU. I'm going to crank my right engine. And watch out for the RPM over here to reach around 30. And then we're going to turn on our DDIs for now. We'll wait for that to happen. And uncage our artificial horizon right here. There you go. I'm going to set my radar altimeter to around 400 feet for later, so I don't have to worry about that. Turn on arm our ejection seat. Prepare our external lighting or exterior lighting. Position lights and formation lights should be good. Okay, so we're at 31 on our right engine. I'm going to now move the throttle idle. Actually, let me just do one more thing here, which is to rotate this bleed knob. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this to throttle idle. Alright, so that should begin the startup cycle on the right engine. I'm going to turn on this multi-color function display. I'm going to turn on my HUD as well. What game is this? Asks Steven DeMuro. This is DCS World, Steven. Okay, pretty busy deck right now. Alright, so turn on a couple of things here as well. Our dispensers need to be on. Our radar jammer or electronic countermeasure should be on standby, so should we need it? Because we're against SAMs. Anyway, and then what we need to do as well is, set up our radar warning receiver. Turn that on, essentially. Alright. A couple of other flights departing. What we need to do is suppress enemy air defenses. Like I said, once the area is suppressed, we're going to call in Uzi 2 to take care of what's left of that cluster of surface-to-air missile equipment. So I'm going to pin my frag sheet here. Our call sign is Uzi11. My tail number is 107. Alright, I'm going to go to my FCS here, or my flight control surfaces. And on this side, I'm going to go to my checklist. 1 second. There we go. Just checking my aircraft weight. My takeoff weight would be 45 tons. I am going to click my built-in test here and initiate that. I am going to set my stabilizer trim to 15. And after this, right engine should be fully on. And it is. Time to crank my left engine now. Put my flaps to full at this point. Set the scale to my HSI to 20 nautical miles. Aim for waypoint number 1 and click sequence right here. Alright, that sounds good. And that looks good. Okay, so I think everything should be set up. My INS will take 7 minutes to line up, but I have a couple of things to set up anyway, okay? So you can see the deck is super busy. There's a couple of other flights taking off right now concurrently. We haven't seen this much activity since we entered the area of operations, alright? So let's set up our electronic warfare suite. My ALE-47 or my countermeasure suite should be on semi-automatic mode, and I'll do that. Set that up to 5 repetitions on my shaft and flares. 1 second interval each. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, a couple of other things that we need to set up here are our stores. So, again, walking you through my armaments. I'm going to go back to the exterior view of my plane. Shunry has liked the stream. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. So, we have AGM-88 harms on 4 of our hard points right here. You have those high-speed anti-radiation missiles, and the sole purpose of these missiles is to hunt down radar signatures. That's exactly what we need for this mission. I am also equipped with 2x AMRAMs. I am equipped with 2x Sidewinders for any air-to-air threats that might arise. Okay. So loud outside. Anyway, so the thing that we need to do. Okay, well, our left engine is spooled up, so I can spool it up, fully now. Alright, so that's good. Okay, so what we need to do for the AGM-88s is set up their modes. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a mode called Target of Opportunity. There's essentially 3 modes for a harm, right, or an AGM-88. You have the SP mode, which is a self-protection mode. You also have the Target of Opportunity mode, which is what I'm interested in.
Airborne.
And we have the PB or pullback mode. I am going to be using TOO on all stations because, number one, we can't use... Sorry, not pullback. Pre-brief mode is what PB stands for. I can't use PB because I don't know the locations of those launchers. What we're going to be doing is we're going to detect radar signatures, and if we find the Hawk batteries, which are our primary targets, we're going to launch our harms against them. And self-protection basically just means that, and I'm going to click on harm override here, if a missile does fire on us, we have the opportunity to fire a snapshot back at them. Basically, before defending the missile, we could fire a harm, and then the harm will hunt down the source of that missile. So pretty handy, actually. All right, so we're good to go. We're just waiting for the deck to clear here, and 2 and myself are going to position ourselves on catapults number 1 and 2 respectively. All right, sounds good. APU just pulled down, which is good. I think we're good to go. We don't have flare for this mission. I don't need it. I'm going to put my pilot model in for some realism. And looking at the frag sheet right now, we need to call in, the team or the other flights, Uzi 2 specifically, to destroy all those like ground-based SAMs after we destroy the command and control, facilities in Kashim Island, which is the island that is the biggest threat to our approach to Iran, the Iranian mainland. All right, so we're good to go. I'm going to ask the crew to remove my wheel chocks.
Chief, remove
Let's turn on my HMD as well. Astro almost like the stream. I'm Slamet. Okay, HMD's on. Okay, so there's one cat shot there. And let me turn down the gain on this one, because this is a little bit too much for me. Alright. I'm going to make a right-hand turn because I am going to be using the catapult number 1. Actually, no. I think I'm good. I'm good to turn left. I just need to get 7 miles distance before I make my turn. Alright. I'm not sure what the procedure is anymore. Alright, so we're good to go. I think we can, at this point, taxi to the catapult number here. Catapult number 1, which is right here. So, turn off the emergency brakes. And let's get started. Okay, wings unfold. I have not used a harm in a long time, guys. So let's see how this works for me. Okay. Go straight, says this guy. Stop, and I will extend my launch bar.
Dodge 2, airborne.
I'm going to turn off our exterior lighting first. And wait for the crew to set me up, or tension me up on catapult number 1. 2 is positioning himself for catapult number 2 over there. Okay. We're all set up. Jet blast deflectors are up. And this guy's motioning me to move forward, and I'll do just that. We have 13,000 pounds of fuel, 13 tons of fuel. That's not a lot.
Flight controls.
As with most, ballistic, projectiles, a harm would have better distance if I am flying high and fast. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to aim for Angels 25 or 25 for this catapult shot, and then we're going to see what happens there. All right. I'm going to put my SA page up as well. Okay, military power. Flip on my external, forgot my FCS. I'm gonna flip up my external switches, and I'm gonna tell the ground crew to launch me out. Alright, give this a little bit of a test here. Catapult shot upcoming. Alright, gears up. I'm gonna make a aggressive climb here, and make my way back to the join point, which is waypoint number 1. Okay, I can throttle down a little bit here, and I'm just gonna allow my wingman to catch up to me. All right, I can switch to my attack radar now.